can't type when I'm live. But it's really fucking satisfying. Oh, it's a really satisfying noise. Anyway, see how things go. Right, I think we'll see if we can prosper. Let me see if everything's all hunky-dory. And move you across. Quickly test something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to be careful with that. Right. No typing in other things except that. Right, this is going to be very interesting. I can only type in this thing. GG. Oh, bollocks, I just realised I'm going to have to... How do I mute this for the time being? Like, how do I stop this for, like... Right, there we go. I'll mute that for the second. There we go, that's much better. I'm just like... I need to announce this, and everyone's gonna hear, and it's like, that's not the thing you want to have. As much as I find that relaxing, that's not very relaxing for everyone else. So that's a really good start. I think we're all set to go now, isn't it? Yes, that's pretty much it. So, okay, here we go. Here we go. Yes, hello. Hello. Bit of a late night stream today. So welcome to Star Citizen once again. Now, today we're going to be trying things out slightly differently, because the thing is, we're having problems in Star Citizen, or at least in terms of streaming Star Citizen. So, every time I try and stream it, it causes lots of issues with frame rates, the chat lags out, the game sort of chugs, there's lots of factors that can cause issue. So, what we're going to be trying to do today is we're going to be trying to stream Star Citizen in a slightly less demanding manner. So what I've done is, on the game side of things, I have... wow, they've actually implemented... So what I've done is I've adjusted some of the graphical settings to make it a little bit more bearable. I've still got certain things... I thought I put that to medium, oh well. So I've increased the quality to very high, because apparently if you increase the graphical settings, this is the weird thing with Star Citizen, it eats a lot of processing power, so by going to very high, it kind of forces the game to utilize different cores, or multiple cores, in order to improve the frame rate. So there you go. So then by doing this, by increasing the performance or the requirements of the game, it actually causes the game to ask for more and thus perform better, because I do have a computer that's capable of playing it. It's just obviously Star Citizen isn't exactly known for being very optimized. And second, what I've done in terms of streaming is I've reduced the quality of the stream. So unfortunately, we're having to go to 720p, which, yes, isn't really that good. Some people may complain it's a bit low quality, but I think that performance is more important. So I've reduced the size of the video, but I've tried to keep the frame rate as high as possible. So I've set the thing up for 50 frames per second, so if we can get to 50 frames per second, or if on days when I'm like streaming around and the game is running smooth, you guys can at least experience the smoothness as well. At least that's the plan. So tonight we're going to be doing a bit of a quick stream to, muck around and have a bit of fun. We're going to be trying out some stuff in Star Citizen 3.20. I've taken a bit of a minor break from the game. I had a chance to play on 3.19, actually on the day of the patch release, before they updated to 3.20, so I was able to have one last look at Port Olisar and record it. So I've got some memories to keep now, because that's it. If anyone who hasn't played Star Citizen or wasn't aware, Port Olisar's gone. It's finished. The port that everyone started at years ago, when Star Citizen was in its very, very early stages, a number of years ago, the port's gone. That's it. It's finito. There's no more Port Olisar, which I am kind of upset about. I'm not gonna lie. I feel it's definitely not as I'm a bit sad about that. But on a positive, if we're looking at things positive, it's definitely... I'd say, on a positive, the Seraphim station isn't actually that bad. Right, so I am now in the Seraphim station, and so far the frames, they're looking a bit stable. It's a little bit jittery, nothing too overly terrible. I mean, as I said, the graphical features are going to be... I've designed it... Oh, I've changed it so that the graphical features shouldn't be overly demanding, but at the same time, I'm not pushing my streaming elements to it. It's relatively smooth. So you guys are unfortunately going to have to deal with... Well, no, I pushed it to like 50 frames per second. So it's not quite 60 frames per second, but at least it's there. There is also a 48 frames per second, which I know 2 frames aren't exactly a big leap, and I may push it to 48 frames, depending on if the performance starts taking a massive negative hit. But the plan is try and see how it goes. Hello, TS! Yes, welcome. Hope you've been alright. Apologies, I've been away for a little bit, but we are back. And I have a... Is my helmet on? Yes, I have a spooky face. But yes, welcome to the stream. There seems to be a bit of a delay, I want to say about 30-ish seconds. So if you do send a message and I don't immediately respond, that is why. So no, I'm trying things out in Star Citizen today. We're going to be mucking around. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I'm just trying out some new things to muck around with, because I wanted to try and play Star Citizen a bit more, and so I'm taking the necessary routes to force the game to work well for me. So I'm going to reduce the quality of the stream, so it's not as high quality, but at the same time, it's things. Yeah, it's a really cool helmet. I like it. It's a bit... It can look a bit daft in certain circumstances, especially if the holographics aren't working. But I think they're working now, which is wonderful. And 320 seems to be, touch wood, a patch that, while it's probably not launched as badly as 318, it's not actually bad. It's actually pretty good in terms of like what content there is. And of course, we all know about the cargo refactor. Though, for context, how much do you know about 320, or at least the implications of what 320 may have for us? Just so I can go quickly on a bit of a talky talk whilst I'm looking around and exploring, because we're in the actual new station, which is pretty cool. We're in the Seraphim station, which is replacing Port Olisar. So I'm very curious to see what people's... so is it just going to be the same location as before? Might be. I'm going to have a quick look, actually, to see if the bag I've got actually has as much thing. Oh my god. We have functioning AI. Okay, well, basically 320 is a... Actually looks like it's a legit thing. So, no, basically 318 is... well, sorry, 318. 320 is a... Oh, there we go. So 320 is a long-awaited patch because it's beginning to change things for cargo. For those who enjoy cargo hauling, as well as the usual thing, they're now starting to change how it works, so that eventually we're going to have the ability to manually load cargo in, alongside having cargo being loaded in for us. So it's not just going to be an instant sort of thing. Oh, I know. It is beautiful. Like, I apologize I can't show you in high quality, like 60 frames per second, games soaking in it, but when it works, it fucking works. And the thing is, a lot of people tend to flag or tend to rag on Star Citizen because it's like every time something goes wrong, everyone shits on it. Is that... You know, 318 was a patch where everyone was losing their shit. People... Okay, so Pembroke and the other one is the same. Though, we don't seem to have weapon slots. If I hold a weapon slot... Oh, no, there's enough for a weapon slot. Okay, so... Just looks a bit better, I suppose, if I got the... I mean, the Pembroke bag isn't too bad. Looks a bit like a proper bag. I'll go with it. Oh, yeah, you can buy these as well, yeah. But no, in addition to doing... So in addition... Oh, wow, that's cool. In addition to having cargo being a factor, we've also finally got the famous Hull C, which, if anyone who doesn't know about the Hull C, is basically the, finger quote, most common ship in the galaxy, if we're going by the lore. The ship is basically a massive hauler. Into Morris. Oh, dude. To answer your most recent message, Tia Velas, I've been seeing Christmas stuff since July. Like, what was it? In early August, I saw mince pies in a festive theme. They're already coming. It's only a matter of time. Right, I'll give you a quick tour of the new ship as well, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, ooh, it look good. Where is Hull C? Oh, I left it in area 18, didn't I? Bugger. 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm not gonna claim that. I'm just gonna.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle.
Yeah, no. Christmas is on its way, and it is terrifying. Valkyrie, Corsair, Cutlass Black. Oh, I did need to think about Jaeger. Ooh, Vulture. I could do some salvage. I mean, to be fair, one thing that I find to be the most applicable is that everything that is currently available in Star Citizen has had to more or less be built from the ground up. And I think even Chris Roberts made a post recently talking about all of the different sort of things they had to do in order to fix this. You know, so people will rag on about how Star Citizen is shit, they need to have, like, gameplay, and, you know, the quality of life is terrible and stuff. And it's like, we actually need to appreciate for a split second that all of this is pretty much done on technology that hasn't existed prior to this game. And I think once they get the framework set up for it, it's not a quick fix, but I will agree, there are times where I think quality of life needs to be a focus, and I think they are beginning to focus on that now. And no, I agree. There are some days where it gets so frustrating, but other days it's just But anyway, let's talk about things ship-wise, because let's just talk a brief note. I'll try and see if I can like have a talk about other stuff. Yeah, true. But no, so in terms of like cargo hauling, you have ships like the Carrick Expedition, which have 456 SCUs worth of cargo, which is, you know, pretty substantial. You've got the Alpha, you've got the Valkyrie, you know, or for example, you've got the Expedition for the Corsair, which isn't nearly as much, but you know, it's not meant to be that way. You've got 46 for the Cutlass Black. You've got 120 for the Freelancer Max, the dedicated, you know, internal ship. The fucking Hull C has like 4,608 SCUs worth of cargo. It's like, I like them big. I like them chunky. Chunky! And it's just... And this is the most common transporter ship in the verse. So, in theory, this thing is everywhere. And I'm like, Jesus Christ on a bike. And I've been in one, and it is terrifying. In fact, I'm half tempted to fly over to Area 18 and fuck about with it just to show how fucking huge the damn thing is. It's kind of scary. We also have some new ships as well. The Mirai Fury LX, which is just a fast fucking... If you want to talk about small things, this thing is basically the size of a golf ball. Only it's very terrifying. Yeah, no, this is immensely huge. And the reason why it has such a huge amount of freight is because it utilizes the... Fuck it, I'm gonna go show you this thing, because we know this stream isn't for any specific reason. It's literally a fuck around stream, so we might as well talk about it. And also I can show off my personal pride and joy, which I've upgraded. Yeah. You want to see what my favorite ship in the moment is, and a ship that I'm going to be probably turning into my main flyer until we have such ships as the A1 in my garage, but that's not until later. But no, this is my beauty. This is my little my little darling, with all of the internal components upgraded to the max, alongside certain other features, which is wonderful. Yeah. So this is the Aegis Vanguard Warden. This is a heavy-duty or heavy fighter / reconnaissance fighter, designed with two people, a pilot and a co-pilot in mind, and it's basically a fuck everything around you and your face kind of ship. It's not quite as heavy, it doesn't have quite the heavy hitters as the Harbinger, which has size 5 torpedoes, but this thing has probably the best anti-fighter things. The ship is modified to receive for example, this one. I've taken off the size 4 gimbal, replaced it with a size 5 gimbal, and replaced it with a size 5 fixed AD-5B, which is one of the best Gatling guns in the game right now, or at least, you know, in terms of ballistic ammunition to damage, because this thing has a shit ton of ammo, and it does well. It's also got quad 4 laser size 2 laser cannon, which do quite a bit of damage. I've replaced the turrets. I've replaced also on the top there the size 2. I can't remember what the guns I replaced were, but they were the shitter ones, the shitter lasers, and I've replaced them with Panther repeaters. So those things are really effective because they have a high rate of fire, and also they have a lot of ammunition for the energy. I mean, it kind of is, to be fair. It's definitely a space supremacy fighter, but it does have. But the benefits that it utilizes is that it has quite a decent amount of shields, a decent amount of other stuff, and it has the ability to say "fuck you" to many other vehicles in the verse. Might as well. You know, as heavy fighters go, it is sublime, and I love it. It's a very, very nice ship. Bit fat at points, and it, you know, depending on if you're flying it or, you know, if you're a good pilot, which I'm not, then there are some issues. But at the same time, as ships go, it's a pretty decent fighter. So, right.
Engines online. Launch complete.
Do we have permission to take off? No. Nope, we do. Now we do. So the one thing I would say in terms of complaint, if I have to... Oh yeah, it's a limited time sale, but it's well worth it if you want a decent fighter. At the moment, it's kind of tied in effectiveness. It's kind of tied in effectiveness between it and the Vanguard Sentinel. Now, the Vanguard Sentinel is a sort of police civilian-ish edition. And what makes the Sentinel quite unique is that it has the ability to utilize an EMP blast to fuck with the enemy, to fuck with enemy ships' electronics. Problem is, at the moment, due to the way that ships are currently designed / whatever, it doesn't have any distinct disadvantages. But in the future, it will eventually it will receive a serious nerf, and as a result, we will start to see some significant. In the future, we will start to see a significant amount of fixes and stuff that will bring it into line, that is. Oh no, Felix, I'm sorry to hear that your PC went to shit. Hopefully it's not broken completely and you'll be able to salvage it, because I'd hate for you to have to get a new PC. Right, should be all good. Yeah, no, this ship is absolutely fantastic. It's primarily a limited time sale ship, so you're most likely to receive this ship around, I want to say, IAE, definitely IAE. You'll also get this ship around Invictus Launch Week on Aegis Day. It's quite a prominent fighter on Aegis Day. And I think recently they had like a pirate sale day where you could... to be fair, I don't know about that. I haven't seen that personally. So I don't know if this ship was available or not, but pirates do use this ship. So I wouldn't be entirely surprised if this ship was also available. It's not cheap. If I were to go looking for Star Citizen tools, which is my usual reference website, it's like a decent wiki site, though to be fair there is plenty... Ooh, they've updated the UI. Let me have a look-see. Jaeger, Warden. There we go. So yes, in terms of cost, it's currently listed as $260 standalone with $245 warbond. However, you can get this ship in-game. Let me see where you can... It is something that... oh, perfect. So yes, it is... You can get it... Oh, that's brilliant. They've actually moved in. So yes, you can get it at Lawville for only 3,387,800 Alpha UEC. So it is possible to get. It's just not as easy. But once you get it, it's pretty good. Yeah, you know, Space Engineers and Star Citizen, not a good idea. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a good idea for that. But no, in addition to the different weapons armament, I've also completely upgraded all of the internal components. We've got some XR-76s for... Actually, can I have a look in my ships? I'll have a look-see. I'll have a look at my... look at this way. So in terms of, like, components and shit, let's have a look-see. Is it power? No. Oh, no, no, no. It's power items. There we go. Oh. Probably can't see it because of the... if I was to select another menu. Oh, that's not working. Power items. There we go. So I've got I've got two JS400s, which I believe are the shields. No, or was it the avalanches? Well, no. The FR76s, I think, are the shields. And we have a whole bunch of things. We've got the MVSA cannons, the missile racks, avalanche cooling system, JS400s. We have a whole bunch of different components, all of which... Yeah, no, there is going to be a delay. Like, I'm under no like illusions of quality when it comes to this stream. We're gonna have a delay. But the main incentive here is I'm not so mad about a delay. What I'm mad about is you guys not being able to see a good quality live stream and me being able to do shit as a result. So is the game overriding my audio? Oh yes, it looks like it is. Right, let me just see. I'll be honest with you, I hadn't changed the audio. I'll push it down to 15. Let me know how that sounds. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, part of me... yeah, to be fair, part of me wants to probably... Yeah, I might have to, like, tone it down a little bit in that regard. But it sounds so glorious! Right, so I'll see what I need to do. Maybe I might have to just lower this down a bit. So it's like... won't make the same sort of sound effects. So I can still hear the game fine. There we go. I mean, obviously, I might need to also turn up my microphone. I'm fairly convinced I got my microphone at a decent quality level. But we will see. I will check it. Because, I'll be honest with you, there are times I get paranoid and I'm like, yeah, you know, it should be fine, I'll be okay. And then it's like, actually, no, it got fucked because of setting. I'm going to put it to 75. There we go. So, if anything starts flaring up, we'll now know why that is. There we go. Also, that way then, if there's any other sounds, it's just so that way I can ensure that, you know, quality, whilst also, I'm ensuring quality whilst talking about things, but yeah, we're at Area 18 now. So, Area 18, which recently got its clouds, which is wonderful. We like clouds. I'll be honest with you, the fact that we have a Coruscant-style planet still makes me giddy with excitement some days. I mean, as impossible as that is, I'd like to suspend my disbelief for a little bit. There are some things I'm like, you know what, it's okay that this is what it is. It doesn't matter that it doesn't make logical sense. This is Star Citizen. Not everything has to make sense. It can be helpful, and if we can focus on making things as good as they can, but I'm not that desperate that I have to have everything as it would be correct. I'm also kind of wondering where the space station center is, because I kind of need to... Where the fuck is it? I could... yeah. Okay, question. Oh, does it not? Oh. So, like, when you're trying to say, pit stop, and the game's just like, can't hear you over the sound of amazing engines. Oh, I think it's to my 12, yeah. Yeah, it is. It is amazing. Okay, we are starting to chug a bit. Performances always takes a hit when you're in cities, but I'm so far quite optimistic about the fact that this game is currently handling this. Oh, this is amazing. I have to be very careful that I'm not going to fly straight into a building. There's Area 18. Well, there is Area 18. Oh, wait, no, there's Area 18. No, the Area 18 is behind us. There's the tram. And there's the airport. To be fair, what I love about this place is... it's not shit like Lawville, but you definitely feel that the planet is struggling. Like, they're keeping it green. They're not polluting the planet that much, but there has, you know, but you can tell that there's an obvious effect on the planet made by this. Oh, hello, your aerodynamics has just changed. Okay, this is new and also hilarious. Oh, yeah. No, it's... I remember... You know what? Weirdly enough, games like F1, I love the... Well, okay, let me just paraphrase that first by saying one of the oldest... It's fine, I can land. To paraphrase it, I will say this. Some of the older games I really enjoyed. Like, I think I've got 2019 maybe, or 2017, I think, or is it 2018? I'm gonna have to look on my Steam list when I get the chance. But basically, those things. Perfect. Oh no, I need to put the engine back on. Right, let me just quickly refuel my Quantanium. That's one of the things I love a lot about my... is it being a pain? Right, well, we're just going to have to... Yeah. I'll turn this off. But yeah, one of the things I like a lot about the F1 racing games is it's actually one of the few racing games where you actually feel quite content with finishing in 5th place. Or you feel like you've won by finishing in 5th place. Because, like, there's so many games out there that kind of only focus on, or forcing the player to only focus on getting into 1st place. And it's like, it's really refreshing to have games which reward consistency, not high scoring points. And it's honestly a shame that we don't have more games with the philosophy and enjoyment factor, you know, that is still as easily accessible as that the F1 series, because they... Oh, it nailed it. The only other game I could think of that had the same level of enjoyment for me was probably Grid, because you could have seasons where you would do well in races or not, and you weren't, you know, this big-ass team beginning and winning. It was all, you know, you had to do that.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, to be fair, when it comes to racing games, I enjoy them. I used to play a lot of them when I was a kid, but at the same time, it was one of those things that I knew, like recently, I'm like, I know I'm never going to be a thing. Hello. Welcome to the stream, Amavo Gaming. I apologize if I butchered that. There is a bit of a stream delay, so if I don't immediately respond to your messages, that's why. I'm not ignoring you, I'm actually physically responding, so hope you're having a wonderful evening this night. Just going to quickly drink. Nom, 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 glug, 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 glug. Alright, where's the bins? Oh yes, I forgot. They don't have functional bins in this bloody place. Right, I'm going to put this in the recycling because that's what I do. No, you don't drop it. For fuck's sake. Okay, looks like that's a problem then. Right. Just going to quickly nom the scrum. Just because we need to. Nom nom. Just to make sure that my character doesn't do things. Right, let's go have a look at the Hull C. Because this thing is ridiculous. I love this thing. It's well, I say I love this thing. I am curious is probably the more correct term. Because obviously the Hull series is something that, like, I'm not really a cargo lad myself. I know I'm more of a miner lad. So, you know, for me, I'm, well, I enjoy mining vehicles. There we go. It's probably the correct term I should use there. So, when it comes to cargo transportation, my main focus is, can I get as much ore as I can to the refinery so that I can maximize my profit? But yeah, this is the shipping question. I'm just gonna wait until the stream catches up a little bit there. We may be waiting for a few seconds here, but... I just want you to appreciate and take it in for a few seconds. There's probably like 15 now. Just how fucking huge this thing is. And then I'm just going to add the caveat, most common ship in the galaxy. It is ridiculous. It is fucking huge. And I like it. It's a good ship. It's even got a myth. It's got its little thing on. So this is the Hull C. This is the first ship which cannot utilize its cargo and land on the planet easily. It's primarily designed to stay in space. The only time when you want to come into the planet is if you're having yourself fixed up. Though I haven't actually had a chance to look at the engines. Oh, lordy, lordy. That's a lot of engine. That is indeed quite a lot of engine. I mean, effectively, that's what the Hull series is. It is the equivalent of the American logistics system in a nutshell. This thing is probably more the American freight trains or something like that, because of the amount of crap that they can have. So what makes this ship so famous is the fact that this ship has the ability to extend itself and make scaffolding that when cargo comes into it, can then be utilized to sort of attach to it, which is really cool. I don't see many turrets, though. We've got like a couple of turrets on the top. But yeah, the ship is not very well defended. But that's not something that as a player, sorry, as a Hull C operator, that's not going to be your priority. You're going to want to have, you know, stuff like there we go, quiet lifts. They're the most effective. I'm probably going to go into the pilot seat, so we're going to kind of skip a bit, but I want to kind of hop into the ship and then, oh, where's the pilot seat? Oh, there we go, left pilot seat. So we're kind of skipping ourselves ahead here, but I'm just going to put the power on so we can have a look at the ship whilst it's right. Not too long to answer your question. The stream is going to be on for like maybe an hour and a half at most. So we've been on for about half an hour already, so we've got maybe about an hour and a bit left. Right, so let's get this tour started. Let's get this a bit of a quick tour of the Hull C. So we've just entered the Hull C, and to our left we have an immediate docking clamp deck entrance there. So that's the normal way most people would probably get into this ship. And you have a series of... Oh, they even have the little different suits for the different roles. I didn't notice that before. That's pretty cool. And there's a weapons rack, which obviously we need that. You know, it's very important, very important. Not that this ship will need that. There's a gravity generator there as well, which is pretty cool. And there's a button to open it as well. Very, very cool. Ramming with that thing, I don't think it would be very successful. But you never know. You never know. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, I missed this before. I actually missed this when I first went through this. I did a bit of a quick run around just to see what this thing looks like. So this is obviously the bridge, and you can actually have a bridge. There's like a captain. You can look at the chair. Look at that chair. Look at the upholstery. That is some decent looking upholstery. And you could be such an asshole with this particular thing, couldn't you? Look at that. You've got the ability to control everything and have a very shit view of outside. Unfortunately, MISC has done its usual thing, and it always drives me batshit. So my main I have two main complaints when it comes to MISC. The first main complaint with their Freelancer series is having the turret placed in such a shit location that you can't really put much else inside the cargo bay without causing some serious problems. The second issue we have is their cockpits are designed so spastically. You have to have a pair of binos to be able to get the fuck out, to be able to see outside. Like, look at the distance between where I'm sitting and where the bloody window is. You'd think the fuckers would bring the window a little closer, wouldn't you? But no, that's a thing that people with binoculars as their fucking natural vision is what we're getting here. Okay, I am a little concerned that my ship isn't suddenly jittering about. I'm not moving it, am I? I don't think so. Well, it's close, so let's not fuck around with it anymore. Right. So, that's something that's a little disappointing. Anyway, let's have a look onto the other side. So, if we were to open into here, we get the ability to access the escape pods alongside whatever the hell that is. Oh, it's a manual control button. Okay, that's fair enough. And there's life support as well, so if you want to kill people, that's fine. I like to see how... Overhead module, seed dump, oxygen. So there's some things here that I'm assuming in the future we could potentially interact with. That might be something in the future that might happen. And then, of course, you have the different things. So I'm actually going to go to an area I've not visited before. And I'm going to assume this is the habitation deck. So no fancy lifts for us. We're in the thing. So this is the living quarters. Okay. And what is this? Oh, it's an engineering seat. So if things... Oh. That's cool. So you have all the different... Oh, I see. I see. That's really cool. So if you have all the different fancy things, and there's a big button over cargo, so I'm assuming that means if you want to get out, just lodge it in a hurry. So yes, being an engineer, because don't forget, in the future, we're hopefully going to get something... Yeah, I mean, sure, but at the same time, in Star Citizen, you've got spacesuits on at this time, so... Oh my god! Dude! Dude, this is nice! Sorry. I mean, sure, it's branding all over the place, but still... What's this? What is this? Manual processor access. Can you interact with this? This is very fancy. God, they got the fucking logo in the goddamn floorboards. Seriously. Look, there's the logo, and look at the fucking floorboards. You're not at all compensating for something, aren't you? So this is an emergency blast door. So what is this? Can you, like, interact with it or whatever? Oh, dude, that's the point. Legit, like... So the thing is, Star Citizen as a concept... Ooh, bathroom. Thing is, Star Citizen as the concept, like the thing that... Oh, and there's the storage, which we can interact with. That's really cool. Yeah, this, more or less. Of course, the shit shower, which makes... Dude, this is a realistically done one as well. Like, nice. You can kind of see... Is this all MISC-branded... Oh, no, there's Medicaid station here. Well, Medicaid items. And... Dare Axel Choir. Oh, this is a new brand. We've got some new branded stuff. We've got some shaving cream and some other stuff. But no, the thing is, with Star Citizen, the main sort of thing is that some of these ships do require multiple crew members. Like, you won't be able... Like, this... When you get ships this size, you won't be able to interact... you won't be able to do this shit on your own. You're going to have friends with you. Though... You can also hire NPC crewmates as well. So as much as I say this is meant for multi-crew gameplay, it isn't always going to be about, you know, players. It can also be someone who just hires a crew. So this particular thing, this is what I was talking about. This particular internal column here, this is basically where the ship will extend itself so that whilst you're flying around with your cargo, the ship will be extended outwards to ensure the... We'll be extending outwards to show... Oh, okay. To get the thing. Oh, yeah, this is amazing. Look at that. I don't even know what that is. Like some kind of fusion generator, maybe? But I'm assuming that's what powers the... That's what's either the fuel being converted. So that's either hydrogen being converted into fuel energy, or the particle... What this particle device, or some kind of fusion separator device, is what's currently giving the engines power. Either way, it looks very fancy. But this is more for, like, sorting out shit. So, like, this is the deck for, like, doing stuff. Though, I'm guessing if you call the elevator, yeah. So this is for, like, all the NGs and shit. Airlock component access. Are we on engineering? Yes, we're on engineering. Component access. So that's the floor above. You can actually see, as well, all the different little segments. Oh, that's a quick elevator. So if you're wanting to get inside the ship and find out what's wrong with your system, you've actually got an escape pod for the engineer, alongside where the shield generators are going to be, where the power generators are going to be, all of this stuff. And look at the lighting on this. Like, fucking look at this lighting. Like, the thing is, what I love about this game's ships, each of them has their own unique flair. You know what a MISC ship is, you know what a Drake ship is, you know what most ships are. Just by being inside them, you could tell immediately from a random part of the ship. You're like, oh, I know I'm on a Drake ship because there's duct tape everywhere. Oh, I know I'm on a Crusader ship because there's this kind of apparel everywhere. I know I'm on a MISC ship because there's logos everywhere. It's just, and that's the thing. And this is an engine. This is an airlock area as well. Look at that. I'm on the side of the ship. And it's moments like this that make you realize just how fucking huge this ship is. Of course, we're invisible. Because, of course we are. Because apparently, when the ship opens up and you get back in, now you're safe. But yeah, like, no, the amount of detail, I will agree, is staggering. And you can just imagine for us, you know, like, you get people who talk about this game as a scam, the game's costing hundreds of millions of pounds, and people still haven't gotten a release date for it, and blah, 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 blah. And how it's always been over 10 years since they've announced this, and they've still not released anything. And you're like, yes, okay, so sure, the game is not out, but I have this much level of playability. I have this much level of graphics, which has been built from the ground up. I have this much level of quality, and all I have to do to get into this experience is either wait for a free fly event, or I pay 45 quid. What do you need to get into Call of Duty again? It's... I find it hilarious. But no, this ship is very pretty. I don't think it's the ship for me, I'll be honest with you. I think this ship is a little bit too much is something that I think I'd be interested to see what other people... I'd be interested to see how the universe reacts to this, because one thing I am curious about, and I do wonder if this is something, is that can someone, you know, will this be something that starts to take more of a hold as the finger quote most common ship in the galaxy starts to be utilized? Because the thing that I'm curious is, will internal cargo ships such as the Hercules, which used to be the largest ship in the game in terms of carrying capacity, with 756 worth of, or 59, 759 or 500, I think it's 756 SCUs worth of cargo. That ship, you know, the C2 was one of those ships that definitely was like everyone went nuts over because of just how much cargo capacity. So with this ship being at 4.6k, you know, but you can't. The thing is, if you want to use this, you can't land. You cannot land on a planet with an extended sort of thing. So there's the balancing act, isn't it? That's where things get interesting. Right. So let me go get in my ship and let's go do some missions, or at least some fuck around stuff. You know, this is a tutorial. This is more of a training thing than anything else. But I'm just curious on that. So, you know, for me, I find fascinating is the evolution and the fun of this game's ship designs and quality. Because, as always, when it comes to this game, the developers make the story. The developers, you know, the script writers make the story. The developers make the gameplay mechanics. But the players tell the real sort of history when it comes to how how ships are being utilized and what they're utilized for. Certain ships that are fated to be the big ones turn out to be nothing more than just a miserable fart, whereas little ships that aren't meant to do anything become the most recognized vessel in the entire game. I mean, the best way I could describe it is if you go to any Star Citizen player ever who's played for more than, I'd say, a few weeks, and just say, what's the best starter ship in the game? Their first answer? Titan Avenger. Best starship of the game. So, you know, for me, I find that interesting. Plus, also, you know, bit by bit, we're getting more things. Oh, you're being like that. Okay. Right, let's get to Bajini Point and refuel. I mean, to be fair, we could operate around Area 18, as that's where my base level is. Right, move lateral. Does that mean now if I try and do it again, will I get there? No. Alright, that's fair enough. Launch complete. They've improved the flight mechanics a bit for this game as well. I've noticed the ships feel a little bit more heavy. Or at least this ship feels a little bit more heavy. Like the ship's sort of the camera's shaking around a bit, and like the whole ship feels like it's fighting gravity at all points. So this definitely feels a lot better than it used to. Unfortunately, they've changed the fucking cruise control, so you have to go decoupled, then you have to do some monkeying around with other stuff. But eh. Right, so quick. There we go. So if I were to immediately... Yeah, they do that. Okay. There we go. I'll accept that blame, Mr. TS. Have a wonderful dinner. and I'll catch up with you another time. I'm not too sure when I'll be streaming next. I'll probably need to go around and spend some time trying to figure out doing what bloody schedule I'm going to have, though. Look forward to watching my channel update. There'll be some news regarding some changes, but you know, just keep your eyes peeled for the channel update. As I'm going to be on holiday for a little bit, so I might be unable to stream for the stuff. But anyway, let me have a look. See, I think you can find them and collect. Wanted. Oh, okay, so they've changed the bounty hunting for that one. That's intriguing. You know what? I might. Wait, I already. Oh, is this going to be a 30k? Because all of a sudden we're inside a mission contract that's been accepted, but methinks we're in a 30k. That's fine. You're not obligated to keep up with the channel, by the way. If you find that my stuff isn't that good, feel free to subscribe, because I'll be honest with you. Like I've said before in many things, this is mainly a hobby. So some days I'm not able to. I'm like mentally not really in the mindset for doing it, and if I don't feel up to it, I feel like that's not really worth watching, because you know when someone's not into it. So. But no, things are starting hopefully to improve upon that. Okay, so it's just a left alt. Okay, so just don't interact with the ship when you're doing that. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. There we go. The thing I definitely want to do, I definitely want to do more with Star Citizen, or at least I want to do something with Star Citizen. It's one of those things. I've been playing this game for like more than I've had this game since bloody 2015, and it's like I want to do stuff with it. I want to make more content with it, but this game is such a bitch to work with. It's either extremely demanding, or I'm shit at coming up with content for it because everyone else is making content for it. And I'm like, what the hell can I do that could be distinct or at least unique? Apart from me getting overly excited over various ship designs and gameplay mechanics. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I am that sad sack of shit that got really excited when you saw the video. Like, for anyone who hasn't seen, if anyone's been seeing the videos talking about like the cargo refactor and however, and you're seeing the mule, the Drake Interplanetary Mule, which is this little like forklift truck thing driving into the back of a Drake Cutlass Black. And everyone, you know, and you're seeing that it's loading cargo. I'm not gonna lie, my squee got ridiculous. I was like, because that's the shit I want to do, because I'm that much of a sad bastard that that's the stuff that makes me go nuts. Oh Christ, I am that kind of player though. Like everyone's saying, oh, I don't want to be a space trucker. You know, it's really not a fun game. You know, I'm gonna be a space pirate. You know, I'm gonna be a bounty hunter. I'm gonna fly around the universe and discover new aliens and interact with new cultures. And there's me saying, I want to drive space trucks. I want to load a ship. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I would be probably part of a crew of players who don't actually do anything in the game. Like, we're not talking like, we're not going to be this sort of pirate gang or, you know, law-abiding citizens. No, we're going to be the guys who are like, hey, guess what, Sonny Jim? We are a clan of players who load ships for you. You come in with your Hercules C2 and you want that thing done in less than 40 minutes. I guarantee my crew, we're going to get that for you. Only 5,000 Alpha UEC per half-hour work. It's more than fair enough, you know. Just reining in that kind of boredom. Oh, Christ. But that's the thing I'd like to inspire with. That's what I want to see with this game, because you get those kind of players who enjoy that shit. You know, that just sounds really fucking cool. And I hope we get it. I honestly hope we get it. Right, let's see what contracts we can do in the meantime, though. Right, let's accept this offer. I am a call to arms. I do kind of want to go for this, but I also feel like no good. No, it's the old bounty placed on their head. Etusia Vandenberg. Okay. So my question is, where the hell are they? But it's intriguing that we got this, and then this as well. That's a 15. GG. I mean, we might as well work for a Blackjack Security for a little bit today. Normally, I've been working around Crusader, but we're going to do some stuff here, so... Schubin Processing Facility, SPAL 16. Okay.
You are clear to launch.
I've got enough ammunition to get last me, and we do have additional other bits, so should be fine. It would have been cool to perhaps have a look around other jazz, but this is a good opportunity to test first-person shooting stuff. And by no stretch of the imagination, I would say I'm good at first-person shooters. I'd hope that by doing... Right, let's back out slowly. Whoa, that's smoothness. Ooh, I do declare, Mr. Beauregard.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Right. Accor. Leider. Stroben. I'm liking the fact that we can now finally use the quantum beacon system to go around planets. For a very long time, we didn't have the ability to quantum to destinations behind obstructed things. Previously, we'd have to like manually find the OM points and then quantum to them. So the fact that this is working now is a big plus in my book. Just as a nice little quality of life feature that just makes traveling around the verse a little easier. Actually, not little. That's actually quite significant, to be honest with you. Yeah, this mission's pretty simple. We just have to go to the SPAL 16 sector, make sure that my ship has got all the necessary materials. I think I can access my ship's inventory from within the thing, so as long as we are... I think if I just quantum to the location, we can then declutter all of the other shit inside my my character's body and hopefully get some good loot. Not sure what kind of loot we're going to get. Normally, low reputation missions don't often give nice treats, but we might be lucky. Might. Just in case. And by the way, if my frames are dying for you, if you have any issues or anything like that, let me know, because I am in the process of trying to figure out... I'm going to be as quick as I can to declutter my shit. But basically, I'm trying to improve my frame rates at the moment, and so far we seem to be quite lucky with the server that we're on. But I'm wanting to mitigate... Okay, there's a lot of crap here. Right, we'll put this in the Vanguard. This goes in there. Is that ammunition? That's the same thing, isn't it? Yes. Right, I'm going to put the pulse in. I'm going to put that in. That goes in there. Can you put the oxypen and that together? Yes. You can't put food and shit together, but we can put this together. That's fine. That's yep, that's perfect. Right, pop that in there. So you can't put consumables like food in a pile, but you can put things like that in a pile. Okay, fair enough. So that's in there, that's in there, that's in there. There's a lot of things here. I have a lot of shit here. I don't think we need the oxypens as much. We're not stranded on the planet. We don't need that shit. The Stratogen is fine. We've got ammunition. How much ammo do I have, actually? Spend a couple of mags. Okay, well, we'll refresh a couple mags just to make sure that they are full. Got about one. Oh, that's the Paramed refill. Do I have the Parameds in that? Did I not equip it? I did not equip it. Oh, I feel like a tit, don't I? Right, well, we're relying on Medipens until we get ourselves a gun. I don't know why I didn't think that. GG. I am a Muppet, sir. Mr. Jaeger. Grow a brain, please. Bum, 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 bum. You need the Medigun to keep yourself alive. Bum, 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 bum. Right. Gonna try and fly ourselves over to La Quantum La Spal 16. You can definitely feel the weight of this ship. Though the fact that I was able to get to 1000 in Atmo is a nice feature. Right, let me just see what happens if I go decoupled. Apart from the fact that I'd immediately fall down. Nice to have that ability. Right. So, in terms of a landing zone... Yeah, blackjack controlled area. So, we're gonna... So the thing is, they've been implementing... So in recent news regarding underground facilities, CIG have basically been changing out some of the way that these ground bases look to try and add some additional variety to them. in sort of what will be the early stages of them changing the whole underground layout system, which I, for one, am looking forward to, simply because when we do get the upgraded underground segments, we are going to see significant improvements towards, like, replayability. As I cannot tell you how boring it can be just having the same monotonous grind for the same monotonous area. But, you know, it's all good. And I feel like I've chosen the right weapon for this environment. So, happy days. Alright, okay. So, just going to quickly... Hopefully we should be able to get into position. Surface level. Do. Only have 20 rounds. So, going with a trusty gallant. It's nowhere near as good as it used to be, but it's still good enough in my books. As much as I lament I lament the days of its passing, when it used to have a full auto, slow rate of fire weapons, because I fucking love that addition. Right. Serious mode now. We have to be very careful. We do have, I think... No, we don't. No friendly fire. Gotcha. Or no markers to indicate who is Blackjack and who isn't. I think we've got an enemy contact to our front. Yes, that's Ninetales. Redeploy to a new location. Oh, shit. Okay, he should have killed me. I should have gone down to that. But he didn't, and I will take that. Ninetales are a fucking plague in this area. Like, seriously. Right, that looks like Blackjack. That's Ninetales. That's Ninetales. That's one down. Shit, dick. I'm thinking they're either downstairs massacring the guards, in which case that's good for me because then I don't have to worry about friendly fire. I don't think they're that... Oh, I remember this. This is new. We can interact with this now, can't we? Storage access. I have no idea what this thing is, but it's cool. It's new, and that's what makes things enjoyable. New shit. Right. I think we want to keep this area, one of the guys, alive, because obviously the more... we have a limited amount of time. When you complete a mission underground, you have a limited amount of time to exfiltrate the site if you're protecting a location before the game considers you... Well, before they say you're trespassing. Yes, I'm very much aware of that. Just... Right. Oh, the Blackjack security guys might have gone down.
But don't worry, I'll find them.
I'm hoping not. I don't want to get shot. I think they're all downstairs. Not really a good sign, to be honest with you, because I don't want to go downstairs. I'd rather shoot them from above. Or from behind. It's safer.
What, you want a break? Find them.
Want a break? I'm British. Oh, hello. Gotcha, bitch. Are you a Demico? Was that a... Oh, FS9. Okay. I mean, to be fair, that's not a bad weapon. But... Oh, shit. I'm really worried I might have just... Are you friendly? I can't tell. I didn't get a message to say that I'd failed the mission because of friendly fire, but I'm also like, don't really want to take the chances of getting... Like, I don't want to take the chance of failing the mission because his armor finally gave in, but we got one of the dudes at least. I can't tell if that's Ninetales or not. There's no markers to indicate that there's... Oh, God. He's friendly. Right? Or not? Nope, he's not friendly. Jesus Christ, on a bike. Oh, that armor threw me off there for a second. I don't know how I didn't get killed. Yeah! Right, one last dude. Thank the fucking Emperor I managed to survive that. Okay. I'll take that. So where the hell is the friendlies? If there are any friendlies to begin with. I would assume that there would be friendlies, because, you know, the security stuff. Of course I'd missed. Oh, for God's sake. Come on. Okay, you know what? You do you. No, come on. As much as I was tempted to go loot, if one thing Escape from Tarkov has taught me is you don't get greedy without being secure. So let's get secure. And maybe go to, you know, get some... Right, okay, we're clear. So, there we go. We are now safe. Which is important. This is just the contract to just trial things out. So, I've got some money now, which is good. And immediately I get an F-55 LMG, a very, very good looking helmet, and an Arrowhead sniper rifle. I mean... Don't get me wrong, the F-55 is alright, but I can't exactly say that's my favorite. That used to be the only ballistic LMG in Star Citizen. It's not bad, but the problem is it's a minigun style LMG, which requires, well, it requires you to pull the trigger and hold it down for a very long time before it gets up to the decent rate of fire that allows you to do stuff. So is this... Ah, this is what their security is, and that's a Kana rifle. Yes, we're taking the Kana rifle. We're taking the Kana rifle. Beautiful. Right, let me loot this guy so we can get some ammo. Because he'll have some ammo. I'm sure of it. No, he doesn't. He has two. He had two Kana rifles, but the lack of ability to save himself, of course. And this guy had a Gallant. And a shotgun. Okay. Any idea why you don't have that? He doesn't have ammo for it. I'll take his arc light, though. Ooh, Defiance Arms Tactical. I I can't take that now. Right, I'll put that in there. And I'll put... Oh, I can't put that in there either. Can I put that in here? No. Shit. Ooh, I'll take this frag grenade, though. Hop it on me person. I do want his arms. I mean, I've got the same ones, so it's nice to get these for free. If I put that in there, put you in here, put you in there, put you in there. How much do these take? Really? I mean, I could take the... Actually, I know what I could do. Rather than fucking around, I can just use this, can't I? Yes. Right. I'll take that with me when I go to loot stuff. Right, okay. So there's the body of the other guy. Didn't actually kill him, so... That's fair enough. If there's a Medicaid kit somewhere, I would not mind that. Just because I feel like a Medicaid kit would be very much appreciated. Or at least the ability to grab myself a Medi-gun. Well, so far, the frames and performance have been rather pleasant, touch wood. So hopefully, if we have future streams in Star Citizen, the frames seem to be relatively stable, which I'm very happy about. And while the quality may not be as high, 720 is still pretty good for getting everything more or less sorted. And also the frames as well is pretty good. Right, I'm going to go quickly om-nom his corpse. Excuse me. You're mine. Just going to gloriously steal your friend's body. You can just imagine the telegram that his parents is going to receive. Yes, I'm sorry, Mrs. Patterson. Your son died bravely in the line of duty, but was subsequently looted by someone who's actually did the job successfully and got away with it. And consistently kept being knocked around whilst the guy's tractor beam. Oh god, I'm going to hell for that, aren't I? It's like his body was just dumped to the wayside once the guys finally got his armor off. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, I'm not seeing any signs of medical building. Again, this is the trial mission, so it's not exactly surprising. I'll just take the guy's body and go. I think that's just what we'll do. I think we'll just take the body and go. It just sounds completely legitimate, doesn't it? But there we go. Right, we'll go take the body. We'll go take it to Bajini Point and just dump the whatever in there, just so that way we can. I mean, to be fair, we could probably do with taking the armor as well. I mean, the undersuit less so, but the chest rig probably, the torso, the arms definitely, maybe the central thing. We'll see. We'll see. I can loot you the world. Whee! Right, so where's my ship? There's my ship. Just twirling away. Na 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 na. Nobody saw you. It's all good. Oh, it's gonna be a bitch getting him in there, though. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so he's gone down. Right, let's see what we can do here. So we're gonna have our vehicle armor here. I'm thinking if we move this into there, that moves everything across. Perfect. So we have now the luxury of taking this rather nice gentleman. Thank you so much for the gear. We do very much appreciate it. Now fuck off. Now you don't get to stay on my ship. Fuck off. Okay, I'll tell you what. You're being indispensed by the fact that you died, and I've just stolen all of your gear. So I will do the decent thing and leave your body inside the warmth, at least. I think that's fair. I don't, I'm going out of my way here, Oh, Christ. To be fair, I'm fairly certain that were these guys alive, they probably wouldn't appreciate me doing this to his mate, but he's dead. It's fine. It's fine. There, look, see? We're going to pop you back on the elevator. And, bon voyage. Oh. Right. Bye-bye. There we go. His body will be preserved. Let's make our way back to base. This is a nice location. It's very pretty. To be fair, probably mining-wise, it's probably the kind of place to go for mining. It's very quiet. Jump. Yeah, the main incentive was just getting those Defiance Tacticals because it's not cheap buying armor. And eventually what I'm hoping to do is make a sort of a 0 to hero run. Or at least some, I say 0 to hero, but a new player start and getting everything pretty much in Star Citizen. Here we go. Right. Let's make our way up into La Stratosphere. Right, let's make our way back to base. No, that's not our base. Let's land in case of OM2. There we go. And Bajini Point, here we come. Oh, this feels so much better. I mean, if this is... I'm not going to lie. Like, not every... I've already been playing for a little bit, and we've had some rough servers. Like, we've had 30k. I've been into a server that had multiple 30ks. So, you know, it's not all sunshine and roses. But I'm not going to lie. If this is the future, if this is what we're going to be having in Star Citizen in the future, I am more willing... Like, if we have this kind of quality of gameplay, then I'm all happy. Seriously. You know, I'm happy. I'm content. Because this is what, you know... If the game works sustainably well, then the amount of fun you can have is ridiculous. You know, it'll be fantastic, and I just hope that we can get this kind of reliability with the servers and the stability and of course the quality of life features that will allow this game to profit out of that. Because if the game gets to the point where we can do constant sort of streams or constant kind of videos and content, I am seriously wanting to do stuff like, you know, mining. I want to be doing stuff like doing reports on that, because I like mining. I like doing shit like this. This is the kind of stuff that I personally find to be the most enjoyable in Star Citizen. So having the ability to have stable servers that allow me to mine, that don't have issues where I like explode randomly or whatever, or even salvage as well, that's another thing which might be something I may enjoy doing. Come on, easy does it, 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 easy does it. As we go, walking down the street. And we're landed.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. For some reason, this glitch is minor annoyance. Nothing to issue. Right, vehicle. Local. Move all. There we go. So, Defiance Core Tactical. That's not a bad one, not going to lie. Got a few things here and there. I'm not a huge fan of the R97 shotgun, but you know what? It's all good. Nothing too mindful. And I'll also pop the pistol in there, because pistol. Oi. He's a pistol. There we go. Is it not... Would it not allow you to put it in there? There we go. Sounds like a plan. Right, sweet. So, let's go back into combat, shall we? Let's have a look-see. Let's do some... Been locked up for some reason, even though I'm in a station. Fuel the hydrogen. Go into contracts manager. We can do mercenary. We can do the boarding action in process, but everyone's done that thousands of times. Processing facility on Walla. Right, let's go on to Walla and take care of it.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Engines online.
Kind of wish you had like a mirror or something. Not the end of the world. Take off. Align ourselves to be a little bit more in the center. There we go.
Docking request received. Landing gear rejected.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Right, there we go.
Initiated.
Right, voila. Bad location. Though not as good as Daymar when it comes to its caverns and its combat, or FPS wise. Had some good moments with them. Right, so let's have a look. See, Arc Core Processing Center. 1, 2, 3. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Now, question is, it looks like we're going to be on the night side of this planet, which could be a problem. Like, not exactly a huge fan of night flying, primarily because when flying from the cockpit, you kind of can't tell how far away the ground is. And there's no easy way of doing it except constantly scanning. Like, without scanning the planet or having having a giant laser beam or whatever, it's actually really fucking hard to tell where the ground is. So on the outside, oh yeah, no, you can tell. On the inside, however, not so much. Still, they've changed the controls for the scanning device now. So instead of pressing the tab button, you just press and hold the V button. Which I think that used to be a thing. Like, it used to be you press V and then it was fine. And then it kind of reverted to this tab sort of option. And now when you press tab, nothing happens. So I think now it's like you do it this way. Right. You can put lights on, but again, you don't really see the ground until you're like less than 2,000 meters away. And by that point, you're kind of fucked. Because if you're traveling above a certain speed limit, by that point, you're like, you know what? I'm not stopping. Alright, it's just the one. Looks like it. Okay. That was close. Is that the entrance? Yeah, that's the entrance. Well, we can already see there's a bit of a difference with the entrances now. I'm going to quickly adjust my positioning.
Engines offline.
Oh. I'm hearing shots. And it looks like the security crew are already doing their jobs. Which is fantastic news, because I may only need to be here for like less than a couple mins, and already... Alright, there we go. Can't tell you how much of a dream that was when I finally could actually remove magazines. That was a nice feature. Right. So that's 2 dudes down. We'll have to see what's going on for the next one. Oh, that's 3 dudes down. Jesus Christ. Leave me some. I'll be arriving just when you say the job's done, and I don't think I'll get the pay if I don't kill at least one of the bastards. Ah, yes, the Kana rifle. I probably should have put that in the storage as well. Shit. I'll put it into my ship's equipment, weapons, and of fucking course. Yeah, of course. Right, I'm gonna have to... Yeah. It's fine. I'll, have to be careful. Be a bit more serious now. Oh, contact. Oh, someone got their ass handed too. I saw that, and that looks like blood. No, that's just laser beam. GG. Oh. Oh.
We need to find where they went.
Should have, yeah, I feel a bit of a dunce now. Well, I've got plenty of time to, like, to run around and grab stuff, so I should be able to... Oh, brilliant, I finally got a medkit building. Right, let me have a look-see. Normally, with, like, 3 dudes left, there should be a thing for that. Where be the bad guys? Right, let's go downstairs. So I think there is still security guards active, because otherwise they'd be shooting at me. I don't think I'm the #1 target. Hello, Mr. Black Knight. Oh, not Mr. Ninetails. There we go. Right, there's one. And there's two. Looks like Blackjack security have taken an absolute shit kicking. Which is not surprising, considering the kind of quality of soldiers that they seem to have. But you know what's alright. I'm going to see if a frag grenade works. So, that didn't work, considering how I threw it, and it immediately detonated in my face. Even though I only had it on for like a couple of seconds. So, I'm going to go with let's not do that again. See if anyone responds, but I don't think there is one. Oh, no. Right, I just realized whoever comes to try and rescue me, they can't because I'm in an area that's in controlled space. So I think I'm a little bit on the fucked side, which is irritating. And I don't think I changed my resurrection zone, so I think I'm all the way back over on the far side. Shit. Oh, this is bad. Right, so mental note to self, we're not using grenades again, that's for sure. One little lonely dude in there. Right, I have to be careful. That's irritating though, I won't say. I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't to know that a grenade would work in that way. So, yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's going to be responding in the next few minutes, which kind of sucks. But at least I learnt a lesson. Don't use grenades, that's for sure. Wondering if that guy's going to try and finish me off. He's definitely thinking about it. He's definitely like, I know I should do something here, but I'm not quite sure what. Right. Yeah, no one's coming. No one's coming. Shit. Because we'll be at Empire Emp Services 18. Oh, okay. So I might be revived at 18, but I'm fairly convinced. Yeah, I'm fairly convinced I changed my respawn point over to Seraphim Station. So we'll see. If we're quick, though, we should hopefully be able to get into the planetary. I mean, the thing is, if we can get onto the planet, well, if we can get back to this location, I won't mind if I'm in our core area, because that would actually be really useful. And then that way we can also, like, get off to this location, grab the gun, shoot the dude, and I'll get my gear back. Right, question. Where am I? This feels like a... Yeah, this... Yeah, this doesn't feel like Area 18. This feels like Seraphim. Am I at Seraphim? Yeah, I'm at Seraphim. That's fine. We can get there. It's 42 mil clom. Right, let's get rid of this. Pop that on. Pop this on. Right, we should be able to salvage this. Because I don't want to lose my helmet. Seraphim? Yeah, Seraphim. That's hardcore. Yeah, no, well, that's, yeah. If I grab my Avenger Titan, we should be able to get there. Because that's got a pretty substantial... That's got a pretty decent, quantum fuel. And if not, we can obviously... Hang on, 02. Perfect. Okay. We can salvage this. We can definitely salvage this. Okay. Minor setback, but to be fair, it's not the end of the world. If we can get ourselves to the location in time, I can hopefully loot the... I can hopefully get in, finish the mission, use the weapons to clear it out so I have a chance to survive, and then loot the body, or re-get my... grab all my gear again, and I think will be a successful mission.
You are clear to launch.
Systems green.
Yeah, it's just this bitch. Right, let me quantum to this location. It's not that far a jump, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's not actually that far. So core processing, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to take some time, but at the same time, it's not going to be that atrocious.
Quantum travel initiated. Landing gear retracted. Quantum travel complete.
Core processing center, 1, 2, 3. Actually, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. In terms of distance. It's going to take us a while to get there, obviously, but, like, it's not as bad as it could be. So I think that's pretty good. And launch. God bless this little thing. I do like my little Avenger Titan. It does the job perfectly. And as starter ships go, it's the best in the game, so, you know, you can't fault that. Right, well, we've learned a valuable lesson. Don't throw grenades. Looks like that's a little bit on the glitch side, but to be honest with you, I will take a glitched grenade. As long as we can get to that location in a reasonable amount of time and grab my gear, I think we're in the clear to be able to do other stuff. I'll probably grab... I'll probably get the kill just to make sure that we're safe to loot my body, and then I'll just quickly re-grab all the gear and put it on my person, so... And then I'll drag whatever corpse I'll need to grab or whatever, see if we can do stuff, but... Yeah, this actually is pretty good. This is a pretty good thing to try. And more importantly, though, the stream has been really, really pleasant. I've not seen any issues at the moment, touch wood, coming from the thing. So I think we've found the right quality and the right kind of streaming graphics as well, which I'm very happy about. So the game's performance has improved as a result. I'm happy with the streaming quality. There's been no issues on that side, so I am more than happy to roll with these set of settings. It's a shame we couldn't get the 60 frames per second on the higher end of the frames, but you know what? I'm happy with this. I'd rather take good performance in frames over ridiculously laggy and buggy kind of experience. So no, I'd say this is good. This is a very good stream, and I'm very happy to have that. If you have any sort of questions or if you have any feedback, do let me know. I don't often stream Star Citizen or performance-wise Star Citizen things, so if you have any particular sort of queries or anything like that, or if you think something's working really well, or if it's not quite working too well, then let me know, and I will do what I can to incorporate that into future streams as well. I've actually made a separate like streaming tab thing as well, so it's so that way, like when we're streaming, I don't have any issues as much. Oh, Christ. I mean, to be fair, that might be something that I have to do as a result of my thing. So, like, when I'm playing live, if I'm doing live streaming stuff, I won't be able to do, like, 60 frames per second on, like, 1080p. But maybe I could do, like, 60 frames per second on, like, 720. Sure, it's not high quality, but you get smooth frames. And if the game decides to be a bit of a pain in the ass, then at least you've got some quality. Though I think there are some games I can probably be a bit more liberal with the frame rates and the quality. But normally, I think there are some games out there that do have their own jittery moments. This one me included. Well, this one being a primary factor, but, you know, otherwise, I'm pretty happy with that. So we're about 24 mil-clom away, which is fine. Hopefully I'm not going to run out of time to complete this assignment. Let's have a look, see the chat. Okay, so a rather cool view of the ship. I will say I do like the Avenger Titan, and I definitely feel like it's one of those ships that I can use as a very easy go-to. But I'm not gonna lie, I've had it for so long. It's one of those things. I'm like, should I get rid of it at some point? Because like at the moment it's coming up clutch, but then again, you know, there are other ships out there that can probably do the same thing, if not slightly better. I mean, for example, what is it? The cutter. Oh, the cutter. Now that's a ship. Now, sure, it doesn't do as nearly as much. It can't obviously duke it out as the same level, but like, as ships go, the cutter is wonderful. Like, I felt it was a bit of a shame that they made it as expensive as it was, because like, if it was as cheap as the Aurora, my god, you are in such a good position. I realize that would kind of defeat the purpose of the Aurora, though, because obviously, or it would devalue the Aurora and make it kind of seem like a really bad idea, as well as the Mustang. But I kind of feel like that ship needs to be I kind of wish it was just a bit cheaper to be able to like make it into that realm where you could get the game package and a cutter, which is a really good fucking starter ship. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't know if it would be the best starter ship, because obviously that ship only has 4 SCUs worth of cargo, very limited weapons, but the main advantage it has is it does have its own internal living situation and an internal storage bay, which, while the Avenger Titan does have that, it's nowhere near as, it's not got an accessible thing. I mean, it's quite an old design when you look at it. Like, a lot of these particular features, these were new. These have been sort of retroactively fit into the damn thing as a result of some of the features that have been updated. Like, this ship was new many years ago, and like ships like the cutter with their own interactivity and the enjoyment factor, the interactivity and the additional nuances to them. It's really hard to sell. It's a really hard thing to try and sell other ships like this when when other ships have far more functionality to them. So ships like the cutter are just absolute dreams to fly around for a new player, because it looks a lot like one of those kind of ships that you would start from. You wouldn't start with this big flashy thing unless you paid a shitload of money. So having a cutter like that would be a really good way to start it. But then you've got ships like the Avenger Titan that just sort of stroll across the field. You're just like, god damn it. But then again, even worse, you get ships like the fucking the Drake Interplanetary Cutlass Black, which infuriates me by how many questions it answers, in the sense that it answers all of them, and it won't stop. It won't stop. It will never stop answering questions, and I despise the fact that it does. I honestly despise it. I find it so infuriating that you want to just throttle the bastard almost, because it's like, And from what I mean by answering questions, for those who don't play Star Citizen, basically the Cutlass Black is a 2-man ship which has well, technically 3 if you count the co-pilot, but it's more like a pilot and his gunner. Basically, it's a ship that literally does everything. Ranging, the ability, it ranges from being a solar pilot with like the ability to carry an ROC to do some mining. You can fly around and be a pirate with its decent quality. It's got a large amount of weapons which allow it to be quite versatile in combat. It's very maneuverable. It's got decent armor in terms and shields. It can it has these massive cargo bays, so if you destroy a ship and you want to loot it, you've got that ability to do so. You've got the fact that it has VTOL thrusters, which obviously makes for interacting with it's got VTOL thrusters, which makes yeah, there's my ship. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. No, 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 no. Reverse! Holy throne of terror. I was like, I am going way too fast for what we need to do. Oh my god, that was close. Right, we have one more dude left, that's fine. And I'll reclaim my ship back. Good thing I didn't decide to... good idea for me to... Ooh, careful. Careful, we're determined, but we're not being careless. Right, let's get out and get ourselves into that thing. But no, like the Cutlass Black answers so many questions in terms of like. Oh, so yeah, so you got it's a ship. Hang on, just going. Perfect. Okay, so going back to what I was talking about with the Cutlass Black, you have the ability to fly around with your friend and shoot up a bunch of ships, be pirates and loot stuff. You've got a massive side bay cargo door, which means if you want to use the quantum, the tractor beams inside your inside your equipment, you can do so, which is irritating as shit. You can have the ability to have a decent, you can have a motley crew of friends and you muck around with the ships and you can introduce minor levels of multi-crew play to them, so you can't all of you use the turrets and all that jazz, sure, but you can use other things. Right, let's be quick and careful because this bastard could potentially ambush me and I don't have a gun. Where's the bloody case of equipment? Because I saw there was a bloody case of equipment. It can't have disappeared. Like, it was right bloody... Oh, for God's sake. Right, okay. Try and see if he can get a gun. Or better still, go back to find my body. He's blocking the entrance, but if I'm quick... Oh, shit, he's over there. Bollocks. Okay, right, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, perfect. Yes, indeed. I have a gun. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, there's the bloody thing. Right, okay. Got him, bitch. Right, okay. More importantly, there's my body. I'm a muppet, but hey-o. Right. No grenades for you, Sonny Jim. Drop. And also, drop. And drop. Okay, that was terrifying. Come on. No, you don't. Right, loot. If I take the suit and put that on... Boom! There's my armor back. Yeah. Unfortunately, did I lose my backpack? Looks like I've lost my backpack. Or if I did... Yeah, what happened to my backpack? You know where the backpack was? Looks like you lose your backpack when you die. Or if I didn't lose, or if I did, Okay, that sucks. Also, where's my gun? Where the fuck is my gun? I'm just gonna keep my gun on my person. And, I'll take this. I'll just take this. Right, loot. Have a look, see. Was there anything useful here? No, but there's the S-71, arrowhead sniper rifle, and a few things. Might... Oh! It does... Oh, okay. So my backpack is on my person. But, right, okay. I think we should just probably go and be like... Because I think there's a glitch now where we've got the backpack on my person, but we're not able to see that. Let me guess, this has also other shit as well. Just a knife. Looks pretty cool, though. Has that got any... Inspect. Oh, it's just got a little thing to it. Okay. Fair enough. But still, we were able to complete the mission and get the fuck out of Dodge. Only problem is, I think it's glitched so that my backpack is not on my person, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm also like, I don't want to risk it. I'm just like, yeah, let's not risk it. Don't risk it. Anyway, let's get our Vanguard Warden and head back to base. I'd say that's pretty much a good thing to call it on. So far, really, really liking the performance of this particular stream. Very optimistic about things. Hopefully, in the future, we should be able to see even more streams playing in Star Citizen. But for the time being, I'm pretty happy with that. Right, so if I was to take this suit off... There we go, there's my backpack. Put that on again. Put this on my back, there we go. And then pop that on like so. I think I lost the Kana rifle, which I'm honestly not mindful. Oh, I did have it on my backpack, I just didn't put it on my fucking person because I'm a muppet. Oh, did I lose my... I did. I lost the, yeah, I lost the, there. Meditool. Oh, not Meditool. Hand tool. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That's something I can live with. I'm very happy to live with that. Right. Right, let's, exfiltrate, shall we? There we go. Time to win. Right, so... Let's have a look-see. But I think I'll probably go over Genie Point. Actually, no, we probably should go back over to Seraphim. For some reason. No, we were doing bounties, but I'm probably going to go with mining. So I'll probably work around Bajini Point, and then that should be fine. So right, so I think what I'll probably do is focus on a bit more mining elements. So I think for chills, I think Star Citizen will probably be more like a chill stream, maybe, depending on what we feel like doing. I might try and do some mining onto that, try and see if we can make some moolah. I might do Star Citizen streams on things. I'm gonna need to come up with like certain elements for like what we do for Star Citizen streams, because I don't think we can do Star Citizen streams during like weekdays / what have you, because obviously the thing with Star Citizen is it's not a game you sort of start. It's not a game that you can start very quickly on. Like, you can't sort of hop into Star Citizen, do a few things and be done. Which, depending on what you want to do and what I want to do, you can't just jump in. But we spend about 40-ish minutes just getting somewhere some days. So rather than risk putting all of that into jeopardy, I might do some stuff with Star Citizen where if I'm wanting to make a bit more of like a maybe once or twice a week I do Star Citizen streams, it might be those kind of streams where I take a little bit longer. So, like, for example, I'm on earlier maybe, or I go on till a bit later, just so that way we have a kind of idea as to what we're going to do here. Because I do want to make more content for Star Citizen. It's a game I've been wanting to do more content for a long time, and I feel like if I can do that there, then that's brilliant. And I may need to look into other platforms if I want to sort of expand the audience, if you will. But anything, if you let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little test stream. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that things are looking pretty, so far things are looking very optimistic. I'm hopeful that we can continue to do these kind of streams where I can do some stuff, we can muck around, have a bit of a laugh, or just have a bit of a shoot the shit thing. But the frame and everything else is looking extremely nice, and hopefully more updates come along where performance is much more improved. There we go. Yeah, but no, I'm hoping that performance is, continues to be improved upon. We get to have higher quality streams with higher quality enjoyment factors. Right, anyway, I think this ship has got some shit inside it, hasn't it? Yes. I'll probably put this... Oh, it looks like I've lost all my ammo as well. Not really, but not the end of the world. I'll lose all my medipens as well. Doesn't look like it, but... No, I got meds. There we go. Perfect. At least that's that sorted. But yeah, I might go for a bit more of a chill stream, do some sort of mining, try and figure out if I can do streaming with like a bit of music in the background. We'll see. I might try and see if I can make more of a decent-ish kind of stream, but we'll see. I'm hoping that we can. I think the important thing is if I can just get consistent with it. So I think if we go consistent, focus on that one, and then hopefully we can get some good quality streams going along and having a bit of a laugh as well for new stuff. But I'll probably be primarily aiming to make like mining missions perhaps, or salvage jobs, earning credits in the way of the kind of the profession I want to go with, and then putting further research and energy into those things. So I'll clear that out, land that through, and there you go. That is us sorted for today. Oh look, clones, wonderful. But anyway, so thank you all very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And I hope to catch you guys in the next one. I'm not sure when I'll be next streaming. Hopefully it'll be sort of soon. I'll be planning on also uploading... What is down there? Unless that's something weird. That is weird. Oh no, they're just loading the things for that. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, so... As said, I'll be uploading the BattleTech episodes tomorrow, so you'll be having some content in that regard. And yeah, without further ado, I think that's pretty much everything done. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.